Today we're going to be learning how to do the running stitch and the seed stitch. The running stitch is really common, kind of like the back stitch and the stem stitch, and it's also very easy to stitch out. It can be the basis of a lot of other stitches, whether you want to weave under it or around it. You'll also see it in applications like hand quilting and visible mending. It's also frequently used to add texture to a stitch pattern. So without further ado, let's get started. I have 8-weight, 5-weight, and 3-weight all laid out on the table here. I'm going to show you how to stitch with the 8-weight, but off camera, I'm going to do the 5-weight and the 3-weight so you have something to compare to if you're considering playing around with different weights while doing this stitch. So to do the running stitch, you can actually go in whichever direction you feel most comfortable with. You can go from bottom to top, top to bottom, left to right. For me, I feel most comfortable going from right to left. So first, I'm just gonna pop up from the start of the line right here. And then I'm just gonna stab straight through the fabric down. And that's your first running stitch. So very simple. All you have to do is come up a similar distance as your stitch length, come up, pop back down. And of course you can make these as close together or far apart as you want to. Another method that you can do the running stitch to speed things up is once you come up, you can actually just take a little bite of fabric. It's a little bit difficult because I'm using a hoop, but you just come a little bit forward with that little bite of fabric, pull through, and then you have another stitch. If you're using a straw needle or a milliner's needle, sometimes you can pack more than one stitch, like I'm trying to do right here. So I have 1, 2, 3 stitches loaded onto my needle, and I pull through, voila, you got a running stitch. And of course, if you feel most comfortable just bringing your needle up and down through the fabric, you can do that as well. And there you go, there's your running stitch. Next up, I'm going to show you how to do the seed stitch. And the seed stitch is really just a bunch of single running stitches that are typically scattered in a random pattern. You just come up, you come down, and typically it's used to add a little bit of texture to an area. It almost looks like little bits of confetti everywhere. Sometimes you can mark exactly where you want your seed stitches to go or what direction you want them to go. But if you're just kind of doing it randomly like this to fill a space, you don't have to decide those things ahead of time. So again, you're just coming up, poking down. And that is how you do the seed stitch. And of course, you can always change the length of your seed stitch if you want them to be a little bit shorter, or you can always make them a little bit longer too. But I like to keep mine a little bit shorter so they look almost like little sprinkles of confetti. There you go. And there's your running stitch and your seed stitches. So now all I've done is stitched out the running stitch in the 8-weight, the 5-weight, and the 3-weight, and just visually right away you can see there's quite a big difference between them. And I have this seed stitches here as well, and I'm just gonna hold it a little bit closer so you can see again the dimension that you can add just by changing the weight, or the detail that you can have just by changing the weight, because of course you can always make smaller seed stitches with the 8-weight where you may not be able to achieve that as much with the 3-weight. But the heavier weight threads are sometimes my favorite because you get to add a little bit more of a pizzazz in certain spots of your pattern. And there you go.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great tips, tricks, and tutorials. You can also sign up for our weekly newsletter to get the first look at free projects, sewing tips, and inspiring tutorials delivered right to your inbox. Check out the description box below to sign up, as well as find a list of stores and retailers that you can purchase WonderFil threads from in your country.